To avoid feeling isolated as a freelancer, you have to proactively put yourself in situations where you're able to collaborate with others. One of those is making time to meet and network and get coffee with other freelancers who are having the same experiences, have a similar setup to you. They don't have to be exactly the same as what you're doing freelancing wise, but there could be, and I've found a lot of opportunity to commiserate around the shared challenges and opportunities of freelancing that can make you feel less alone and more supported. So, definitely meeting up with other freelancers in person or virtually, attending networking events, not necessarily my favorite, but what I like about events is trying to find um, smaller groups that I know are made up of high quality professionals with similar interests, shared perspectives. Um, I teach for LinkedIn Learning, and I noticed a bunch of instructors were getting together, and I was luckily invited to attend this networking group meetup that one of the other instructors set up. And I was like, perfect. This is a great way for me to get energized by other folks doing similar stuff in the kind of freelance realm. So attending events, and sometimes it can be events where you don't know anyone and you're looking to build up your network, meet new people, get exposed to fresh ideas. Could be a conference in your industry. Another thing you could do to better collaborate with others is trying to bake into your projects with clients collaborative opportunities, whether that's in person or virtually, where you're brainstorming on a topic, you're going in person and delivering a workshop for a client. You're going to meet with them for that initial pitch meeting, making sure on your end, since you're in a little bit more control as a freelancer, you're baking in some of that collaborative time. So hopefully it energizes you to deliver a better outcome on a particular project. And then finally, one more thing you could do to avoid that feeling of isolation that might come up sometimes as a freelancer working on your own is working in public spaces, going to work at a coffee shop or at a restaurant during its kind of off hours, or working in a co-working space. I know a lot of colleagues in the freelance space pay for a desk at a co-working space so that they a couple times a week can go work there, kind of feed off of the energy in the room, have coffee with other folks working on their own thing. And yeah, that's definitely worked for some folks. I'm more of a coffee shop kind of person because I don't want to pay for the co working space. But those are some things you could do to avoid feeling isolated as a freelancer.